naira. A long story. I used part of the money, I pay my tithe, then I bought a jacket and I was wearing it. I said, God, I'm happy this is the work of my hand. Long story. Just about few months ago, that land I cleared in about, how many years now? Close to 30 years ago, if not more than 30. The land was now available for me to buy. I leave that. When I got to Owerri, as I went to serve in Imo State, you know, I won't tell you the whole story, I will just be cutting it short, so that you know that this God has wired us with resources, but you may not identify. Why I'm sharing some of these testimonies for you to be able to identify what you carry. There is no empty brother or sister in this meeting. And I want to congratulate the young people if they are in the house. Because, you know why? You have not lost much time like many of our parents. Apology to our parents. Because, you know, why I love Foursquare was because I joined Foursquare at a very young age. And when people come to Egbe camp then to preach and teach us this kind of things, that was where I developed my mind. And I said, oh, I can do this. My second testimony. So I went to Owerri 1996 to serve, and by the time I was finishing my service, I had to stay back in Owerri. While I was there, I was attending Foursquare Gospel Church, the district headquarters of Owerri, under Reverend Luke Egbonuba. And then I saw a need in the church. What was that need? I noticed that the church in Lagos, we do monthly bulletin, Abi? We do flyers for program. So I now started telling people, if you want to print your wedding card, I have a printing business. Don't forget, I don't have anything, or I didn't then. No printer, no computer, but the only thing I have is the skill that I know a graphic person, that if you give me your wedding card, I will go and sit down with that graphic person and do what? Do the design. After he has done the design, I will go to where they burn the plate, put it on a plate, and I will go to where they wrote the printing. I will go and print. And at the end of the day, let me shock you, I will put something below it, Esatec Production. That Esatec is another mystery. Esatec Production. So I was doing that regularly, printing for people. At times I will charge, at times I won't charge, but I know that so I was developing my mind that, look, one day I can actually become a printer. Don't forget that scripture, the diligent hand. What will happen to it? It shall rule, it shall be rich, and it shall be made fat. That's for you to know where I started, because where I started is not where I am today. But I started somewhere, being diligent, being ready to do things. So when that came to my mind that you can actually make money from what you are doing for church, listen to me. Not that I went to church, that church should be paying me, but I now saw a value in myself that, look, this same thing that I am doing for my church, I can actually do it for people outside the church and earn money. Is somebody following me? And I started talking to people. I printed card. I wanted to open an account. They asked me, have you registered a company? I said, no. Okay, anybody that want to pay to my name. And God was helping me with that printing business. Along the line, another one came, still in Owerri. When I talk about the currency in your hand, I will still come back to this, because your integrity is part of the currency in your hand. There was a time in my journey of life while I was still in the East. I'm sure you will tell me you are Egbe. Though I have my Igbo name as Chukwubulem, they gave me that name over there, Chukwubulem. God lift me up. How come? There was a time a friend came from Lagos to the East to do construction, and he told me, Benga, do you do supply? I said, I do. What do you want me to supply? Sand, gravel, timber, everything I do. And he said, okay, come to our office. I went there, and it was an Oyibo man, Fitter Construction. How many of us have heard of Fitter Construction? Thank you. That's for you to make it real. It's not I'm telling lie. I'm on the altar of God. He said, can you do supply of wood? I say, very well, I will supply. Ask me, how much was I having in my account then? 0. But there is something, or there was something in me telling me that you can do it. So I told him, I said, I can do the supply. Meanwhile, where I was working in the east then, my boss just passed away I think last 2 weeks or 2 weeks ago. Emmanuel Iwanyawu. I needed to supply wood that way. I think it's about 300 and something thousand. Lo and behold, this guy gave me the wood free of